about a month ago, I got a call from Cancer Care of Maine, from the hospital. There is I would call her maybe a social worker, maybe a patient advocate. Her name there is Molly. Molly called me. I was taking a nap, and I was not really in the mood to deal with anybody. She wanted my updated insurance card because I had just gotten a new card maybe the month before that, and so she needed the updated information because she was enrolling me in this copay assistance program, and I thought, that it was just I didn't really think it was anything. So long story short, like a week later, I get this letter in the mail saying that I'm eligible. I was approved for a $10,000 grant to help with my medicine, which was a previous chemo drug that I was taking, no longer was on. I had stopped. I was on my break and whatever. Well, no, that's not even the case. The case was that at that point I'd met my deductible, and I had paid a $125 bill that was just medicine, because it's only going to pay, this program only pays for medicine, and those are retroactive 90 days a lot of times, 60 to 90 days, so 3 months they'll go back once you're approved. And so I did qualify, but I already paid the bill, so they won't reimburse. So Molly advised me from now on, do not pay for any medicines, especially because a lot of these programs will help you, and they'll go back 90 days, and they may not be open right now for your instance, for your drug, for your diagnosis, but they might be in 3 months, and they'll go back retroactive. So I wanted to do a Zoom. It's the only platform that I really know how to share my computer screen with you, because that's really where you're going to need to go. Be on the internet and use these links to find where you need to go. A little bit about me and grants. I am on the fire department. I'm a lieutenant on the Harrington Fire Department, volunteer, and I do the grants for them. And so I have experience with working with FEMA grants, which we did get. Local grants like Stephen King grant, I have applied and successfully been approved, and we did get funding for. So I do have a little bit of backup history, knowing how grants work and how they can help you. There are big grants and there are small grants when it comes to lots of things. And so even in this instance where we're talking, you're going to have smaller organizations that can help you, and then you're going to have the big guys like the pharmaceutical companies that I just figured out like a month ago through Molly, are willing to help you with your medicines. So let me go right to my screen and walk you through. So where you're going to need to go is needymeds.org. This is like the go-to place. I was told about this website originally in the very beginning, but I was told to go to the diagnosis information page. Diagnosis, because this brings you to a different type of grant than the medicine portion of it. So breast cancer. Again, this is not specific to breast cancer. It's just where I'm at and how I can show you how I'm using this tool. So there are 334 diagnosis-based assistance programs for breast cancer. But they could be just a camp, they'll give you a vacation or a scholarship. I don't know if you're in college or something like that. So you have to look through them all. So American Breast Cancer Foundation, they'll help you with testing and screening. So, and these are also area specific. So these are all national, and you'll get to actually where some of them will be by state. So Arizona, obviously they're in alphabetical order. So Maine. So Susan G. Komen, financial assistance, insurance co-pays. A lot of these, this is an example of a small organization that's willing to help and I don't think this one is currently open. Yeah, so a lot of these are closed. Thank you for your interest. The cycle is closed on September 1st, 2019. We will process all applicants received by the deadline as quickly as possible. We are grateful to our generous donors. So they're not open right now. So a lot of these, it's trial and error. And you've got to revisit, like I said, because some of them are retroactive. But these are your smaller organizations that are helping you, like in our area, the Beth Wright. Maine Cancer Coalition. I did receive a grant from them. So let me show you where Molly actually sent me in the last month. You want to go to the drugs. This is where I have a financial burden myself because I started chemo pretty much the 2nd of January. So my very first copay or deductible payment is going to be for medicine. And so these, when you get into the brand name, or you're gearing more towards the drugs, these are the pharmaceutical companies that are going to help you with those drugs that she told me not to pay 60 days or 90 days. So my first drug is adriamycin. So go down here, adriamycin. Let's see what they've got going on. The HealthWell Foundation copay program. Again, don't even fool this. Just go right to the website. Pull this one out. And I go right to the patients. I'm a patient. You can tell I've been through this website a few times. So you're going to go right in here. And this obviously is a huge foundation. You can just tell by their website. So this is who they are, about the application process, how they can help you, their privacy statement and policy, continue. They're going to ask you a bunch of questions that basically weed you out on whether or not you qualify for the program. So just go through it. Some of these programs you have to be pre-enrolled by the hospital. So here we are. We are at which fund are you applying for? Breast cancer is not on here, but it doesn't help me. So X that out. I do not qualify. So back here. So you've got one of 2 programs to select from. The second one is down here. This is Patient Access Network Foundation. Go right to their website. Don't even fool with that. And go right to apply. And I think this one might be closed right now. I can't remember. Apply. How we can help you. Assistance programs. Collect your documents. Required information. There we go. Apply today. I'm a patient. Apply now. I have not been to this screen before. So again, breast cancer is not on here. But it might help you if you have something else going on. So yeah, don't qualify for that. Let me take you to one I do know that I qualify for. So that's just my first drug. I also have my third medicine that I take is what I'm doing. We're going to go brand name. It's Neulasta. And this is the program that I need to call the hospital tomorrow, talk to Molly, and get her to pre-enroll me in this because that's the one I said I had to be pre-enrolled. So we are taking Neulasta. Neulasta is like $8,500, I believe, for one shot. So if that bill comes in first through the insurance company, then I'm going to take the syringe, not the Onpro kit. Then this program is actually a copay program. I did not qualify for the Amgen. We'll come back to that maybe. It's this one, Amgen First Step Copay Support. So it's the same Amgen name, it's just different. This freaked me out at first because it's got like a credit card on here, but it's actually a debit card. What they do is they give you a debit card for your expenses, for your copay expenses. I assume that you would just take that to the medical office. They'll get started. So they'll just take you through eligibility questions. You know, do you reside in the United States? Do you have healthcare insurance? Are you Medicare beneficiary? Are you enrolled in government healthcare program? So you just go through this, and I did it twice until I realized that I needed to be pre-enrolled by Molly. So that's what I've got to do on Monday. Let me take you back to the other one to show you, I think that I could tell you, yeah. So this one requires that you be within the 500% of the poverty line. I think that's like in the very first page, so just so you'll be able to see what that is. Oh. So your household income guideline. So what you would use is the most recent tax return that you have. You'd go how many people are in your household, 2, or 3, or however many you have. For each person, you add $22,100. So if you make less than this on your tax return from the most recent tax return you have, then you qualify for this program. But you also have to be uninsured, or your insurance plan excludes Amgen medicine or it's generic. So basically, your insurance won't cover your medicine. My insurance covers my medicine. It's just the copay getting to them to that point. Like, they will pay for it. So I don't think that I qualify for this because of those 2 reasons. So I just wanted to help you guys out and show you where you can go. This is a great source. You also, so when you go and you have an issue going on, like breast cancer or whatever type of diagnosis you have, there are social workers, patient advocates that will help you out and walk you through this. I actually was given several forms to fill out. Well, this is actually one of the forms. This was one of the Maine Breast Cancer Coalition I did receive, and I was just a form I filled out. And you'll get lists of websites. I kind of like the Needy Meds because you can just click and you don't have to type in, but these are a lot more like local, not necessarily a national. There are tons of organizations that will help you with travel, lodging assistance. They're smaller scale, you know, they're going to help you with your utility bills, or, you know, if you're having trouble paying your mortgage, or with childcare, you know, anything like that, they can help you with on a smaller scale. But every little bit does help. The Joanne Druzzi Foundation is a good one. They cover $700, but you need to provide bills that you're unable to pay, such as your electricity bill or your oil bill, and they'll actually write a direct check to the company that you owe. So that's pretty cool. So that's what I've got. I hope it was helpful and informative. And I know you guys haven't seen me in a while. This is my new look. I'm losing my eyelashes, my eyebrows. I have hair, but it's falling out, and it will most likely be gone by my next treatment, which is good. That means that everything's working the way it should. My friend Kathy gave me this hat this morning, so I had to wear it because I truly am blessed, and I feel like I am here for a reason, and I hope that I can just be helpful to people and share my blessing and be a blessing to others. So thank you guys for watching, and I really hope this video worked because this was take 2. Have a good night.